and welcome to Live from Justice City. I am your host, as always, the South Point Saint. About a couple months ago, I was approached by the mayor, city's Chamber of Commerce, to start a podcast to really highlight the main selling point of Justice City, which is that we have more superheroes and supervillains per capita than anywhere else in the world. So on this show, I'm going to bring on a couple superheroes, usually my friends, and we're going to just talk about life of being a superhero in Justice City. Today, I'm joined by my very good friend, my sometimes partner in justice, my good friend, The Sleeve.
The Sleeve! How's it going?
It's going all right, Sleeve. What have you been up to?
I've just been fighting crime lately. You know, I feel like I've gotten into a nice groove, a nice inseam, you could say. And I've really let the criminals have it. I've been fighting some interdimensional beings. It's been pretty crazy. But
Yeah.
I'm glad I could make it for this podcast. I almost thought I wouldn't.
Yeah. So for our audience at home who have never met you before, what is your power?
Well, I think in order to explain the power, I have to explain my Lord and Savior, the Sleeve. He's a giant, interdimensional, intercosmic being. I think the best way to describe it is, have you ever heard of string theory?
Yes.
They're wrong. It's sleeve theory. Everything has been sewn together like a sleeve. And he bestowed giant magical cosmic powers to me after an incident in which I performed street magic. And he told me to go and fight against interdimensional immigrants and other bad people.
So, what was involved in the street magic incident? Like, how did what you were doing on the street catch the eye of an interdimensional cosmic being?
Well, okay, so this one's a little weird. So, have you ever seen, like, that Mind Freak guy, right? You know how he does the disappearing thing? Well, his is bullshit. Mine is not. What I did was I was trying to disappear out of a box that was underwater, that was getting ready to have cement poured onto it, and also be thrown into lava. So, you know, pretty advanced stuff. And I came across
Hold on, let me deconstruct that real quick. The box was in water, and it was about to be poured
with cement,
and then they were going to throw the cement ball into the lava.
I was definitely going to die if I was not so cosmically powerful.
So it sounds.
And this happened on 2nd Street.
Oh, 2nd Street. That is the 2nd Street in Justice City.
Street magic.
So you kind of make it sound like you actually had some magic powers before being noticed by the cosmic sleeve.
Oh, no. Not at all. I just, well, you see,
just tell me how the trick was done.
I was a very cocky person, and I told somebody that I could do that trick, and well, I couldn't at the time, but now I can. The sleeve and traveling through inseams and such is pretty easy these days. But at the time, I was told to do this trick, and so I resorted to dark ancient magic, and I came across a tome that I couldn't read, but it had an incantation in it, and it sounded like
what was that?
I can't do it twice, okay?
Okay. So it's like Candyman, where you say it twice, it'll appear.
Something like... No, it was just... It's almost like ska. It's unique, and it comes out. But
Who doesn't want a ska-based superpower? So, Sleeve.
Anyway, so...
Do you still practice street magic?
Every once in a while.
Can you do a trick now? Like, here's a coin.
Fuck you.
Shit, I'm
told
sorry.
you.
I forgot.
You know that the natural enemy of a sleeve is coins. They get lost in there.
And then they just rattle around the infinite universe forever.
Every single dirty international immigrant villain I've ever had. Did I say international? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Interdimensional immigrant that I've ever fought has tried to fight me using coin magic. That's how I lost my second wife.
You've been married twice.
I've been married 5 times, sir. Interdimensional time travel is nothing to scoff at.
Have they all been from different dimensions?
Some of them. I really like women from Seattle.
Well, Sleeve, I'm very interested in what your power is, but I'm going to turn away from you right now, and I'm going to turn to our very special guest. Um, he's from across the pond, who
Please
is
don't do that.
who has decided to join to come onto the podcast as a special favor to me.
Well, we've met.
Yeah, our friend of the show now,
Yeah, no.
Dr. Crumpet.
Hello.
Hi, Dr. Crumpet. What's been happening with you?
Well, I've recently moved here to the States. I've settled down in Justice City, well, because I'm not so much a superhero as I am a tinkerer. I invent things. I am I have my degree in food science. I am a food scientist, so I create all the food-related gadgets that
What?
various superheroes need.
Tell us a little about the last thing you invented.
Oh, well, the last thing's not important. But some of the things I made for Justice, the Justice guy, Captain Justice.
You worked for Captain Justice?
Yes, I
Ooh,
mean
he's good.
Yeah, he has a Justice spray.
Oh,
That's a food. Sprays are food. Yeah. Not all sprays, like acid spray is not a food. But like a throat spray, he needed it because he
yeah.
actually used it to change his voice.
yeah, so that he can get that rich, deep, creamy
Yeah.
baritone.
Oh yeah.
Cream is a food.
Yes, and if we ever have to have Captain Justice on the podcast,
He'll have a rich, creamy baritone.
creamy baritone voice. But only if he sprays first, so he could sound like anything. I don't know.
Him.
Yeah. That's what it sounds like, yes.
Thank you, the sleeve and your cosmic sound effects.
Yes. Yes.
So-
So, yeah, that's mainly what I stick to.
So is that all you do in Justice City?
No, I mean, I guess I fight crime sometimes. I'm not one to get into a scuffle if I...
Well, see,
Don't have
I've heard
to.
rumors that you don't fight crime, but someone very close to you fights crime.
Well, we don't need to discuss rumors.
Well, a lot of people think that you and Mr. Clyde.
I don't even say it. I've heard those rumors, and that is simply not true. I don't know. We don't even look the same.
Yeah, I mean, he's horribly disfigured. He has that one eye that's bigger than the
you know
other.
what it is? It's because we're both British.
Yeah, and you both came to Justice City around the same time.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
big exodus.
Of two superheroes. Yeah, Britain does
Just
not
a
have
mass immigration of two.
a Brexit of superheroes.
Yeah.
A mini Brexit.
Of probably just or of Britain's.
Just two,
Yes, but,
three. Because you
there-
have to have the driver.
I don't even know the guy. I've never worked with him. I would never stoop to working with such a brute.
Well, that seems to check out since he's not here right now.
Oh yes.
How we doing on time?
We're doing pretty good. I'm not the guy who's be checking on the time, but
Helen's holding up a
Yeah,
watch.
Yeah,
a
she's-
big watch.
it's just from. Oh, yeah, and I've never. Last episode I didn't mention. We are always joined by our Helen from corporate. She was sent down from the Chamber of Commerce to make sure that we don't get too racy, that we don't offend too many people on the show. So yeah, she's always here. She's always glaring at usually the sleeve for
Yeah,
his
the immigration
references.
it's not. Sorry. It's not actual immigrants. It's interdimensional immigrants. They're way dirtier, way less useful, and they steal way more jobs.
So wait,
Helen, how do you feel?
they're useless, but they still have but they can still get jobs.
It's hard to explain.
Wait,
Yeah.
so he's an immigrant. Do you not like him?
No, he's fine.
I'm from this dimension.
Yeah.
I agree with him.
Oh,
That well, I've lost many.
Listen. All right. Well, let me just tell you the story. One time, this guy's name was Juan. Okay, Juan was an excellent guy, had his own family and everything. And you know what he did? Him and his two brothers, they were dishwashers. And you know what? They may have come to this country illegally, but everyone's welcome in this dimension until a Flopknot came up with its 16 arms and washed all the dishes by itself. Was that fair for Juan and his two brothers?
Yeah, it really put
Jose?
him out of a job.
So, his two brothers who are both named Jose.
No, Jose and
Cuervo?
Porfirio.
I don't think the listeners got either of those names.
Juan
So-
and Panfilio and Jose.
Panfilio. So, a flopnop is an interdimensional immigrant.
It is one of many interdimensional immigrants. Sorry. Whenever I get so angry at these
Jesus.
immigrants, I just start coughing.
He
From my battle
really doesn't
against
like
one of the
flopnops.
flopnops.
Yeah, I was listening to you before, and I had a question. The mind freak, did that happen to be Chris the Angel?
Yes.
Oh,
That
right.
guy.
He's the literal angel
Yeah,
Yes.
he came down from heaven to
And-
do street magic.
and wear black clothes.
He's
eyeliner?
going for juxtaposition with the black clothes.
And then he's got his big angel wings, and
Yeah.
I think he's really just a show off.
yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, he does street magic, but he's actually magic. Like, that seems unfair.
He's kind of an asshole.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Oh, Helen
what-
from corporate didn't like that.
So he's kind of a butthole.
So while we try to get the sleeve and Helen to make up, we're actually gonna throw to commercial right now, and we'll
I just
see
don't
when
understand why asshole is such a bad word.
we come back. Hope that didn't get picked up, and we'll be right back.
Do you suffer from long-term illness? Are you unsure of how your henchpersons will pay their bills after your inevitable demise? Do other insurance companies refuse to insure you because of supervillain is a high-risk occupation? Well, hello, I am professional paid spokesvillain Chillin'. And if you've ever asked these questions, then you need villain term life insurance. With our highly qualified staff of ethically dubious care providers, we can ensure you and your loved ones can have peace of mind while you rob, blackmail, or murder. The best part is, our highly diverse network includes actual doctors, is hospital level care with back alley veterinarian prices. So pick up phone and call today. We care because you pay us to.
Hello, and welcome back to Live from Justice City.
Hello.
As always, I'm your host, South Point Saint. I'm joined today by my good friend, The Sleeve,
The sleeve!
and a new friend, Professor Crumpet.
Did you introduce yourself again for all the people who come in during the commercial?
I mean, you could be flipping through podcasts. Dr. Crumpet?
What'd you call me?
Helen from corporate. I called you Professor
Oh,
Crumpet.
well, I am a professor.
Oh, you're a professor and a doctor?
Yes, I teach. Oh, yeah, that is actually what I do. I guess it's a job, but it isn't a job because I love it so much.
So-
I teach at the University of Justice City.
You teach and you design food technology.
Yeah, no, I
UJC.
teach food science and I live food science. And actually, in fact, I brought some samples for you guys to try.
Ooh.
So I'm going to pass out right now.
Oh, he just fell unconscious.
And I'm back.
Oh,
All right.
oh man, that was scary. Oh.
That was an impressive
Is that-
trick.
Yes.
Does that happen a
now-
lot?
Yes. I am also narcoleptic.
Thank you for warning us too. That was very kind of you.
Anyway, I'm going to hand out. I'm going to give you all here is a biscuit. A biscuit.
For those of you who aren't British, biscuit is British for cookie.
I guess. All right. And now, so what you may be feeling is a sort of boost to your legs. It's going straight to your thighs, but but in a good way. It means you can run faster.
Oh, let
I
me
don't
run.
need to run.
Oh,
Watch this. I'm going to use my sleeve to disappear.
Where'd he go? I was
well,
too busy
that's
running.
good.
I
I'm
ran
right
out of
behind
the room.
you.
Oh,
I know. It's just both kind of left me here. I
sorry.
was alone.
I had
Thought
to
was
test
gonna
out this
pass
running.
again. All
Oh,
right.
he disappeared again.
And I'm back.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
now he's back in his original seat.
All right.
I don't know why you had to do that to run.
I don't run. That was the whole point.
Oh,
So I have some more food samples. Here is we just call them muffins, but I know here you call them English muffins. Here's an English muffin with a marmalade.
ooh.
It's better than jam.
Yes. He
He just
deep
deep-throated.
throated it. Yes, and so what
You got
that-
marmalade all over his
yeah.
beard.
Yes, and what that will do is that it actually makes you look slightly different. It's for hiding in crowds.
Oh,
so
sleeve
yeah.
looks kind of better.
Yeah,
A little better.
a little more attractive.
Yeah.
I guess you could also use it to date. Catfish and whatnot.
Yeah, you eat a
South Point.
muffin
You
and
have a
marmalade.
remarkable,
So yeah, you guys.
an uncanny likeness to a particular kernel that I might know now that you've eaten the marmalade.
Oh yeah, Colonel, you like Kentucky
While
Fried
you're
Chicken?
doing that, I'm just going to eat a little crumpet out of my pocket. Keep going.
Yeah.
Oh, you just keep. Were we just eating these out of your pockets?
No, he
Maybe.
had them on a tray. He borrowed it from Smorgasbord.
Oh,
Anyway, keep going with your story.
I don't know what story. What do you
You just look like a colonel I might know.
like? A corporal?
No.
Like the incorporal?
It's not important. What crumpet did you have for your...
Oh, we were doing that stupid thing. He's passing out again.
It's not a pass out this time.
Oh, jeez. Oh my God! It's
Was that
Mr.
a...
Clyde.
me, Mr. Clyde.
Oh my god. You took up the exact same space as
yep.
Dr. Crumpet.
I
Yeah,
don't
where'd he
look
go?
any different.
Huh?
You
I'm
look-
the same.
You look very different. You have a hunchback. One of your eyes is bigger than the other.
I don't
You have
really
a club
see.
foot.
I don't really see.
And a foot that's a club.
imperfections like that.
Your skin is kind of greenish.
Well,
Professor
I
Crumpet.
think we've
Was very
found a
dapper.
real monster here. Is
You're right. I'm sorry. I
prejudiced.
judged you based on your changing appearance.
I'm sorry you look like a
That's
monster.
just skin deep. I'm also a terrible human being.
So, okay.
You're ugly on the inside and the outside.
Exactly, he gets it.
So amazingly, on my second episode, I have my first villain
Yes.
Villain,
or just
monster
ne'er-do-well.
generally. I'm just a bad guy.
Like
Well,
bad guy
I
like you
just-
commit crime, or like bad guy like you like a waiter does a really good job, and you still only tip him like
10%.
10%.
10%.
10%.
That's their wages.
That's a fucking crime.
That's all they. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's all they make.
15 to 20%.
It's standard, yeah.
Yeah.
So I do just 5 cents below that.
5
Not
cents.
5 cent. 5%.
What other nefarious crimes do you do?
I slap babies.
Why?
I gotta give him to that. Have you ever seen babies? They're just so sloppable.
See, yeah, that stupid Professor Crumpet, Mr. Dr. Crumpet, he would not be friends with this guy, but this guy loves slapping babies, so I'm
No,
friends
I
with
would
him.
never slap a baby. I'm just saying that like babies are.
They have it coming.
They, I have to go on the record as saying that Live from Justice City does not endorse baby slapping.
I don't endorse it either. I'm just saying what is going on.
Oh, Professor Crumpet, you're back.
Oh my, did
Professor
I pass
Crumpet.
out again? I'm sorry.
You did and
did.
turned into Mr. Clyde, that
What?
that villainous ne'er-do-well.
What's your stance on
dare
baby
you
slapping?
Slanders.
What's your stance on baby slapping?
What? Never. You should never slap a baby. They.
See, that is 100% the right answer. Not babies have it coming.
I never said okay. I just want to go on file to say that
Was Mr.
I
Clyde
wouldn't
here?
slap a baby, but if I could slap a baby,
Anybody can slap a baby.
Oh.
You just.
well, no, you can't.
All this
I think
baby
we're
talk is
focusing
making
on
me
the
hungry.
wrong thing. The fact that you are Mr. Clyde is huge.
What? I'm
Yeah.
not.
We have it on video footage, man.
Yeah,
Video footage where?
Yeah,
on audio footage.
we have cameras in this
How
thing.
dare you?
You have a bunch of untrained, horny superheroes.
Well, I'm just going to eat this
Excited.
crumpet.
No, wait, no. I think that's what.
Oh, you have frustrated me for the last time.
Oh, you just
Oh,
passed
God,
out
he
again.
passed out again.
You didn't pass out any cookies this time, though.
I bet that one got me. I
He rips his shirt a little more every time he does that.
He throws up every time.
I
Just
am
like straight projectile vomits onto the ceiling fan.
My
clean the
microphone's...
microphones, don't worry. I'm
Thank
not
you.
that bad a person.
Yeah. He's an asshole, but not that
Do you
bad.
want to ask Mr. Clyde some questions?
Yes.
Are you Professor Crumpet
Oh,
or not?
Definitely.
Or Dr. Crumpet?
Doctor, Professor, doesn't matter.
So now, what kind of babies
Dr.
do
Crumpet
you
and
slap?
Mr. Clyde.
Yeah,
We
what
got-
kind of babies do you slap? Any particular kind?
Mostly
Cube
Cuban.
babies? Oh, okay.
Cuban?
Yeah,
Cuban-
Cuban babies.
You've never seen a Cuban baby you didn't want to slap.
And I can tell too, most people think they're just normal, not normal generic Hispanic. But no, it's Cuban. Very progressive that way.
I don't know if that's progressive.
Can I ask you a question? So,
course.
it seems that you will. I don't know. How do you do the dual personality thing? Like, does Dr. Crumpet start something good and then you just
Well-
come in and rep that shit, or?
Oh, yes, of course. But, well, you see, what had happened was Dr. Crumpet was working on the perfect crumpet. Which is what I have in my pocket here.
Oh, you squished them. You
Well,
patted your
it doesn't
pocket.
matter. They're still perfect. That's what makes them perfect. Is
Oh,
you
they're
can't be
unsquishable.
squished.
Oh.
They can't be tarnished.
But the unfortunate side effect, one, narcolepsy. That's just a thing he has. He just passes out sometimes.
Super bad for you.
Yeah, two. Also, he never tells anybody when he first comes on. Helen didn't know. And also, too, I come out on
Oh.
all of his bad side.
So I think I can get the science behind this. The crumpet is so perfect that once it's ingested, it just brings all the bad stuff out of you.
Yeah.
And makes one of your eyes bigger.
Well, it's magic.
Oh,
There's no science behind it.
That made so much sense.
Yeah.
I as soon as I saw the crumpet, I knew that our Lord and Savior, the sleeve, had to have had some
I don't
hand
believe
in it.
in a Lord and Savior.
No,
I
well,
also
I
don't
mean,
believe in sleeves. I always break them off when I turn into
do you
me.
believe
I mean,
in the
you're
British
also
monarchy?
a bad guy, so you're wrong.
No, I don't believe in the British monarchy. They're just a bunch
Oh
of...
no, that's the justice signal. We gotta wind down a little so that I can answer that signal.
I hate it how he throws up every time he does that.
Oh, God. my
Welcome back,
stomach hurts.
Professor or Dr. Crumpet.
Professor Dr. Mr. Crumpet Klein.
Well, I'm very sorry. I do have narcolepsy, and I'm sorry I didn't tell you about it before.
Yeah, that's kind of a villain thing.
So,
What? I'm not a villain.
Dr. Crumpet, I have something that you need to know about yourself. When you pass out due to your
wanna slap
narcolepsy,
babies.
your perfect crumpet turns you into Mr. Clyde, the villainous ne'er-do-well. Wake up! Wait.
No, all right. I'm back. Sorry, I missed everything you just said.
Well, we don't have time to go over it again. So, I have to go answer the justice call because,
The South Point saying.
because I'm the South Point Saint and I have to answer or else, people die.
I'm already on the case.
Sleep just disappeared. So I guess I gotta thank him while he's not here.
You're welcome.
Thank you everyone for listening to Live from Justice City. I'm your host, the South Point Saint. I was joined today by my good friend, The Sleeve. He's gone. And I was also joined by my good friend, new friend, best friend,
Don't push it.
there, Dr. Crumpet. And I had a special guest appearance by Mr. Clyde.
No, I'm not. I'm rejecting that.
It seems like you know.
I'm rejecting that.
That's fair. That's a very British way to repress things. Thank you for listening, and have a super night. Bye.
Hello, my name is Helen and I'm from HR at the mayor's office. I'm basically on loan from the mayor to make sure that these soups don't get too rowdy and that this show stays appropriate for all registered voters. The guys asked me to do the credits while they're out beating up immigrants or whatever it is that they do. Oh, I should mention the views of Dr. Crumpet and the Sleeve regarding interdimensional immigrants, or really their views on anything, do not reflect the stances of the mayor's office. Please don't slap Cuban babies. The South Point Saint was played by Colin Moore. The Sleeve was played by Devin Richards. Dr. Crumpet was played by Brendan Moore. And hey, I think I got the wrong copy. This says Helen from HR was played by Emily Moore. Whatever. Live from Justice City was created by Sad Bods Media, and you can find us on Twitter at BodsSad. That's BODSSAD. Special thanks to Sarah Richards. Oh, okay, I'm getting the signal to wrap up. Wait, where's the sound guy? Who are you? Oh, fuck!